Welcome to this video about the role of the human resources function within an organization. It is one of the assessments for the human resources module for the Airline and Airport Management degree at the University of West London. This is an enhanced view of the aircraft in vicinity of the London City Airport from a digital remote control tower. This is a single remote tower at London City Airport. However, this video analyzes human resources function in a fictional organization that will provide services from a multiple remote tower, similar to this one in Ireland. This new air navigation service provider based in the UK is considering introducing a human resource function to their organization. The company will provide air traffic control services at airports with low traffic volumes from a virtual multiple remote tower where one controller controls two or more airports in sequence or simultaneously. By serving many airports from one location, the organization aims to achieve optimum efficiency with regard to personnel utilization, recruitment, and selection. This video will cover the history of the human resources function, its purpose, models and internal structures, recruitment and selection concepts and best practices, equality and diversity, and ethical considerations. Historically, managing employees focused on their performance, using a hard numbers approach. As the work moved from assembly lines to process-centered organizations, developing people into multi-skilled professionals, the focus has changed. In fact, in air traffic control, the numbers approach is not possible. Individual controllers are not in total control of their performance because they cannot influence how many aircraft pass through their airspace. If controllers were judged based on their individual performance, teamwork and coordination would suffer, as they would try to work alone to improve their own efficiency at the cost of others' workload. The organization should focus on safety, team performance, and developing people. The Human Resources Department will ensure the hiring policies reflect the development strategy and attract teamwork-oriented candidates. Apart from the two basic models, there are others. In the matching model, the organization structure should be aligned with strategy. In the Harvard model, line managers are responsible for the alignment, but the human resources function sets policies. In the 5P model, the HR has an operational statement, provides policies, shapes programs, carries out practices such as learning and development, and has formal processes to put their plans into effect. The European model emphasizes dialogue between social partners, social responsibility, multicultural organizations, participation in decision-making, and continuous learning. Companies need to organize work and manage people in some form. The human resource management function is a consequence of developing and growing an organization. In 1998, ULRICH proposed that HR professionals should become more proactive and strategic business partners through the adoption of 4 key roles: strategic partner, administrative expert, employee champion, and change agent. The HR department ensures that the hiring process is legal, ethical, and uses the industry standard or best practices when it comes to recruitment and selection. Also, the Civil Aviation Authority's ANSP compliance matrix regulation require ANSPs to include their human resources policy in annual reports and to have established recruitment and training policies, as do the EU regulations. And in fact, the Human Performance Standard of Excellence white paper by Eurocontrol and the Federal Aviation Administration from 2015 recommend a Human Resources Office to provide a central administrative function for hiring new controllers. The Human Resources Department will observe the national and international regulations regarding the hiring of air traffic controllers. It will make sure the company does not discriminate on the basis of gender, race, origin, religion, and political views, but reviews candidates based on merit and aptitude for the job, by being honest, consistent, and objective during the hiring process. The HR department will also follow the industry best practices and implement changes to the tests for candidates. For example, the first European air traffic controller selection test, FEAST, developed by Eurocontrol, is used by 50 organizations worldwide. NATS in the UK also used FEAST, but in 2018 decided to switch to another testing package. The CAT-E psychometric assessments, also known as AON tests, can be taken online, so the first two stages in recruitment can be taken from home over several days. Candidates for office-based jobs can also be tested with CAT-E, just different kinds of tests such as basic business skills, like understanding financial reports. The Human Resources Department can find a solution for the whole organization to save on costs and ensure consistency. The AON tests are used by EasyJet, O2, Burger King, Siemens, Vodafone and many others, including the Airline Pilots Group by Mentor Pilot. Within an organization, the HR department can report directly to the CEO, like in Air Services Australia, or be part of a larger corporate group, like in the Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore. It can also be a separate department under the Methods and Quality Division, like in the French Civil Aviation Services, or the UK Civil Aviation Authority in Miscellaneous Services. The HR department may be divided into recruitment and succession planning, operational HR, and learning and development. In this video, I'm going to focus on the first area, staffing, in particular on recruitment and selection. Recruitment and selection require different skills. Recruitment can be outsourced, but selection is done internally. Recruitment aims to attract suitable candidates using a fair and cost-effective process, matching organizational goals and image. The HR department will assist in security vetting, arranging medical, practical tests, and the interviews. When hiring experienced controllers, an interview may be sufficient. They have taken all these tests in the past. To hire the right personnel, a person specification is necessary. A person specification defines the KSA, knowledge, skills and abilities, qualifications and training, experience, and specific demands or requirements. In this case, the recruitment will be internal from amongst controllers who already work at their specific airports, so no advertising is required. In the future, when hiring replacements for ab initio training, this highly sought after role can be advertised on the company website or shared on social media. In 2013, 62% of employers advertised vacancies on their own website and 32% used professional networking. In 2020, 77% used own corporate website and 68% professional networking sites. The tests used in the selection process should reflect the skills required for the job. To control air traffic, academic achievements don't matter. Some companies said the minimum formal requirements such as minimum age, 18, is needed to hold a student ATCO license, being eligible to work in the UK, having completed general education and good health. In the UK, there is no upper age limit for future air traffic controllers, thanks to a case won by a 51-year-old candidate in 2009. However, controller skills do decline with age, and Eurocontrol has a strict age limit for applicants, 25 years. The best practice is to let all the candidates who meet the minimum requirements take standardized tests, and then those who achieve the minimum score in the tests to progress to interview and then training. The Equality Acts bans discrimination based on the age, religion, gender, sexual orientation, and other protected characteristics. Across 21 air navigation service providers, the ratio of men to women air traffic controllers is 5:1. The Human Resources Department may include images of women when advertising for the role. However, not only could this be positive discrimination, but it differs from the ideal candidate profile. According to research, the ideal candidate is a male between the age of 26 and 32 with technical university education and above average intelligence. The company may refuse employment in justified cases. In 2005, a tall candidate claimed that NATS discriminated against men when he was refused employment due to his height. He couldn't fit his 38-inch legs under the desks. He was subsequently employed at Eurocontrol, where desks were adjustable. To ensure a fair recruitment and selection process, the company may ask candidates to repeat some of the tests taken from home when they come for interviews. This will eliminate potential cheating, but not strain the company resources as much as when providing a venue for all applicants to take all the tests again at the office. It is said in the industry to hire slowly and fire quickly. However, as it costs €100,000 to train an air traffic controller, although NATS says it's even £600,000, and the training takes 3 years. After such an investment, firing a controller is hardly an option, so the hiring decision cannot be taken lightly. In 2015, the average air traffic controller turnover across 21 ANSPS, air navigation service providers, was 3.24%. 90% of respondents paid students while in training, on average €18,000. The duration of training ranged from 10 to 44 months, and due to a high failure rate ranging from 4 to 57%, the average being 30%, it is vital to have a robust recruitment and selection process. The Human Resources Department will ensure that the organization hires the best employees using a legal and ethical process in a cost-effective manner, which benefits the whole organization. I hope this brief overview demonstrated how human resources function can be used to a navigation service provider and contribute to organization strategy. If you would like to learn more, the references used for this assessment are on the following 3 pages. Thank you for watching.